So the Supreme Court has set a very dangerous precedent in taking from the state of New Jersey their right to say no to the PennEast Pipeline Company taking state-owned lands and land in which the state has a private property interest. This not only sets dangerous precedent for all the pipelines to come, but this really sets dangerous precedent for just the issue of states' rights in general, and the rights of states and the obligation of states to protect their natural resources and to protect the health and safety of their residents, both for present and future generations. So I think that there are going to be a lot of consequences from this issue regarding the undermining of states' rights that have yet to be seen in the pipeline context, in the fossil fuel context, and well beyond. This was just one hurdle that the PennEast Pipeline Company had to get over. There are still so many permits and approvals that the PennEast Pipeline Company needs to secure in order for this project to even think about construction. It needs to finalize its approval in the state of Pennsylvania. It needs to get Clean Water Act approvals in the state of New Jersey, both what's called 401 certification and wetland approvals. It needs to get, it needs to demonstrate that it can comply with state permitting and meet state water quality standards necessary to support that 401 Clean Water Act certification. They need to get Army Corps of Engineers approvals, and they need to get an approval, what's called a docket, from the Delaware River Basin Commission. We are so far away from the PennEast Pipeline project being considered a done deal, and even to be able to start to think about going into the construction phase of the project. And I guarantee you that the Delaware Riverkeeper Network, our organizational partners, and communities, residents, and property owners across the region are standing firm and strong against PennEast, and will do whatever we have to stop the PennEast pipeline. We have worked very, very hard to make sure that the PennEast Pipeline Company cannot start cutting trees and inflicting construction damage of any kind anywhere within the boundaries of the Delaware River watershed, by making very, very clear that absent Delaware River Basin Commission approval and a docket, PennEast does not have the right, the legal authority to engage in any aspect of construction, including tree felling. And we are thankful that the Delaware River Basin Commission, while it took a while to get them there, that the Delaware River Basin Commission acknowledges that they in fact have this authority, and have been very clear with the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission that no tree felling or construction can take place within the boundaries of the watershed absent a DRBC docket. Shockingly, perhaps not shockingly, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission has failed to respond to the DRBC being clear on this point. And so it is going to be very, very important that the residents remain vigilant, and that we are prepared to stand together in the face of illegal construction that PennEast may seek to inflict, but that we are legally entitled to stop. So the state of New Jersey has a tremendous level of power still when it comes to the PennEast Pipeline project. Their Clean Water Act approvals are essential for PennEast to be able to move forward in the state of New Jersey. We have seen in New York and other states that when the states have been able to demonstrate that pipelines cannot and will not meet state water quality standards, that Clean Water Act approval has been denied, and that pipelines have been stopped in their tracks. We fully expect that to happen in the state of New Jersey. And in fact, on July 15th, we are urging people to come out at noon to the state capitol, Trenton, New Jersey, outside the Capitol complex, to stand with us to urge Governor Murphy to use all authorities he has, both as the state's governor and leader, and as a commissioner on the Delaware River Basin Commission, to stand firm against the PennEast Pipeline Company, to stand firm against the PennEast Pipeline project. So, you know, one of the things that people are not aware of is that the Delaware Riverkeeper Network, along with some other organizations, have challenged the FERC approval of the PennEast Pipeline project. And the courts forced us into legal abeyance, meaning we could do nothing to advance that legal challenge to the FERC approval while the U.S. Supreme Court was considering this most recent decision. So now that the decision has been issued, we expect the abeyance to be lifted, and we are going to be allowed to once again pursue our legal challenge against the FERC approval of the PennEast Pipeline project, both the Pennsylvania portions of the project and the New Jersey portions of the project. This forcing us into legal limbo, into legal abeyance, is just another one of the dramatic inequities that communities experience when they're trying to challenge projects of this kind. We are put into a legal limbo, unable to do anything to challenge the project legally, whether we're talking about FERC approval or other approvals. All the while, the pipeline company is allowed to continue fast and furious to advance their project, seeking and securing necessary approvals, etc. So the one thing that will happen now is that the Delaware Riverkeeper Network will be allowed to once again kick into high gear to challenge the FERC approval, which underlies all of this mess.